shit stop tripping. I don't like me.
They make on the fucking
track. No shit to say to me. No, I'm running from anything. Young nigga be the truth. You know I be the truth. Yeah, they know that so it's bad in the night. Lie, sitting young and we was thugging, no debate about it. Say what you feel, feel what you say, you know me fake about it. Every move I make tryna get cake about it. I was raised in that place where they don't make it out. Even in that jam with my man, we done made it out. 10 toes, understand what you say about it. All about them bands, we don't play about it. Tie up them loose ends, ain't no way around it. Better dot your eyes and cross your T's, nigga. Watch your surroundings, you tryna survive the streets, nigga. One day you in this day, you gonna side with big, nigga. Yeah, my city, it ain't sweet, nigga. Nah, from where it's every man for theyself. But I'ma hold my dogs up, my man need my help. Never turn my back on who be there for me. And I got love for you if I know you there for me. They ain't no nothing play with me. Ain't talking money, you don't got shit to say to me. Yeah, that's just the way it be. You know I run that shit with magazine. They ain't no nothing play with me. Ain't talking money, you don't got shit to say to me. Yeah, that's just the way it be. You know I run that shit with magazine. Front of city, nigga. It ain't that pretty, nigga. 100 point, baby, get my side shitty, nigga. Yeah. We just start to get them 150, nigga. Tell them get with me, nigga. I ain't nothing like these dudes, don't compare me to them. I'm out there bustin' moves, doing shit they wouldn't dare be doing. I ain't settling, I'm trying to get the best out of life. This pain I gotta never end, I let my stress out at night. Step in the booth and get the blessing of mine. Some women don't love you, they just possess the life. That's why I put my trust in their bitch. First they love you, just what's on you, and fuck with their bitch now. Living no regrets, learn from your lessons. I'm trying to be my best and keep on earning blessings. Pray to the lucky watching over me, and I'ma keep on going for how I'm supposed to be. They don't never play with me. All the money, you don't got shit to say to me. Yeah, that's just the way it be. You know I run that shit with magazine. They don't never play with me. All the money, you don't got shit to say to me. Yeah, that's just the way it be. You know I run that shit with magazine. I run it. They don't never play with me. Yo, it ain't me. Yeah, I bang. You know I run it. Play with me. That young nigga need a truck. But something still gotta be explained.
HT made the wave.
You heard? Yeah, you don't know what I've been through. Nah, you don't know what I've been through. Keep it flipping, mind my business, what I'm into. Don't got a lot of niggas that I've been to. Nah, you don't know what I've been through. Nah, you don't know what I've been through. Paper chasing, that's what I'm into. Probably couldn't face the shit I've been through. All the shit that I done been through. If I was you and you was me, I guarantee you would've been through life and death situations that I ran into. I go through shit, I get through shit, I don't pretend to. Yeah, go get them chips that's on my menu. Don't trust none of these bitches, thought you been new. I stand tall through it all like real men do. Give it to them raw, nigga, I ball with no gym shoes. I come through, spin a few, then I'm back in traffic. I told her if that pussy hit shit, I might back to bag it. Then I get back to stacking cabbage. Truth be told, I'm like that purple and that gold on the back of magic. This hit different, that nigga you ain't seen before. That bitch said she love me, she ain't mean it though. Yeah, I took that L, but I ain't lost it. Still checking that mail on my bullshit. Nah, you don't know what I've been through. Nah, you don't know what I've been through. Keep it flipping, mind my business, what I'm into. Don't got a lot of niggas that I've been to. Nah, you don't know what I've been through. Nah, you don't know what I've been through. Paper chasing, that's what I'm into. Probably couldn't face the shit I've been through. I'm from the part of the city where they don't make it out. Kept at 100 like 250's what I'm fake about. Tell them get with me, I show them what this cake about. Every step of gamble, no such.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Let's go.
And off we go from Las Vegas.
We're not doing this, bro.
And we will not get a run.
What am I missing here, bro? Like, bro. Like, what are we? I don't understand it. Nah, you made me play my slap.
Changing me, they just rapping, they ain't really who they claim to be. And I'm too grown for the games you tryna play. Cause I'd rather be part of ways, just keep it straight with me. I'm supposed to trust when all you ever do is change with me. Like every time I turn around, they switching lanes for me. And most of all, I swear the block don't feel the same to me. It's like the love them took a change for me. How can you compare me to a nigga that's a lame? Really came from nothing, now it's diamonds in my chain. The streets really changed for me. Cause they ain't really who they claim to be. Shit just ain't the same to me. Everybody a blessing from where we came from. In a different bag, but they thinking it's the same one. Maybe I'm too grown for the games you trying to.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. gains to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
We pray for many, I don't know that we got Keiko. Talking like this climate, get the juice, now got your Prego. For real. You compare me to a nigga that's a lame. Really came from nothing, now it's diamonds in my chain. It's really changed for me. Cause they ain't really who they claim to be. Just ain't the same to me. Really having money, a blessing from where we came from. In a different bag, but they thinking it's the same one. Maybe I'm too grown for the game to try to play on me. I just want you to keep straight with me. I can't compare you to a nigga that's a lame.
Damn.
Really came from nothing, now it's diamonds in my chain. It's really changed for me. Cause they ain't really who they claim to be.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Numbers don't tell you everything,
Bro, what
but
the
they do
fuck
paint
am
a
I
pretty
going
good
up
picture.
against
We're talking
right now?
about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball,
Hey,
one
nigga,
in
you got on your
stopping the
team.
run. I think this is going to be a
God
whole lot of
damn.
fun myself.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Is this what we
2
doing?
runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly,
Is this
swarming
what
to
we
the football,
doing?
making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to
Crazy.
throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
That's crazy.
Flacco.
Come
And
on,
that is
Joe.
incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down
Like in
throws.
this league.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. Taking it about the 16. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
On 3rd down,
Let's go.
for it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Operating off play action, Flacco. And that's going to be caught downfield.
Let's go, Noah!
Down the
Let's
right
go,
sideline.
Noah!
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Noah Fant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Ooh.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Throwing, Prescott. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator. Because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Prescott.
Come
Pass
on,
taken
bro.
in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw it. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Stop
and
it.
A hard-earned yard there as he ran
Stop
through
it.
one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Here's Prescott.
Oh my God! How is that
Touchdown,
OP?
Cowboys. Colin Johnson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7.
Good job, good job.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well, and let the opponent deal with that.
Looking here for Smith downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time. Flacco to Smith. 52 yards. CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. How could I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
That means his career now as memorable as John Elway's, and that's a pretty significant accomplishment.
Man, what an accomplishment it is. Congratulations. And he's still doing it at a high level. Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Flacco off play action. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown Raiders. Noah Fant. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Prescott.
Let's go!
And it's intercepted.
Hit him with that zone, baby.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's into the clear. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. The Raiders at 7-1 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop. From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. A break from the ground game here. Flacco And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh! How you bring me over
down a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Prescott now on 2nd down.
Oh,
he's got a man wide open, complete.
Is his name
A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Yeah, we here.
Second down, Prescott.
Oh, let me get that. Stop playing with me. Bang out. Bang out. Oh! Oh!
And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On third down, they're going to run for it.
Everybody
here.
got
And this one's going to go the wrong way.
Inside.
Losing yardage back at the 42. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away.
Come here,
And
nigga.
out of bounds across the 15-yard
We'll
line.
holler at you, my nigga.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
We're going to start yanking shit.
Prescott on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
That is taken in by the tight end Fan. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make them...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Last play of the half. Here's Willis.
Oh!
He took that in one-handed.
Oh!
What a grab. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Yeah.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
We on that. Get up in that nigga's face.
Prescott. Open man downfield is Johnson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Prescott.
Oh!
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott now. Flushed out right.
Let's go.
End zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Flacco's throw there complete, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. From the 48-yard line, here's the second down and 6. Play action. Flacco. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jeff Smith, 48 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
This is the first game ever I don't got a record.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Blackwater is going nuts.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Prescott looks to throw on first. Here's Johnson with a reception. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
A first down throw for Prescott.
Oh, get the yank!
But he still got it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Prescott. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. Second and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 27. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
Oh,
and
my
this is
God.
Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pull. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jeff Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A second down throw for Prescott.
Oh, get the yank.
His throw's going to be incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
What the fuck up, CD Lions?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. They'll throw again. Prescott.
Oh, seen that nigga.
Going right side here, and that's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Prescott yet again.
Yeah.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Prescott to throw on 4th. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Second and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 12-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams.
This is the first game ever I ain't have a rushing touchdown. All passing. That's crazy. Man, Flacco really should get the fucking... Should really get the shit. Why he be talking to Cooks? Like, what's going on? Stop playing with him. 10 for 13. 354 yards and 6 tutties, my nigga. What are we talking about? Flacco. The fuck? This is my greatest passing game ever. Ever. Yes, sir.